I wanted to watch one of his videos about Star Trek Starfleet Academy anyways, because damn, that show is retarded. So bad. It's incredibly bad. Here we go. Starfleet Academy sucks and we are to blame. Of course. Starfleet Academy, this show is pure torture. Yes. I have seen clips. It's so stupid. It's unbelievable how stupid this is. Oh my god, there's another video. Yeah, Starfleet Academy. What is this garbage? Yeah. The Avatar paradox, why nobody talks about these movies? Because no one actually cares. It's literally that simple. No one actually cares about these movies. These movies, these shows, no one cares at all. That's why no one's talking about it. With exception of, well, with Avatar, literally just no one cares. Either in a positive or in a negative. When it comes to Star Trek, well, all old Star Trek fans, people like me that grew up with actual Star Trek, we hate this shit. Why? Because it's not Star Trek, it's just retardation. It's just stupid. Okay. So how about we start off with some Star Trek? Let's do some Star Trek. I want to hear how stupid the creators are. Because they are. They just are.
It's going to be an absolute doozy, a true crossover event featuring Hollywood, multiple franchises, and even some YouTubers. And this collision of parties...
what?
Hey, what's up guys, Ruff here. So today's video is going to be an absolute doozy, a true crossover event featuring Hollywood, multiple franchises, and even some YouTubers. And this collision of parties here is going to lead to boycotts, controversies, and even some apologies as well. So this is the relevant headline for today. Project Hail Mary
this better gonna be good.
author nukes modern Star Trek, including Starfleet Academy, and its producer Alex Kurtzman for producing shows that are absolute garbage. Now this headline has received over...
We know that modern Trek is bad since Star Trek Discovery. You know, with the... Oh my god. We solved the problem with science. Science is awesome. Or something like that. No, it was math. They solved the problem literally just with math, and then they were all, oh my god, this is so awesome. That's how stupid the people are that write those shows.
Overwhelming amounts of support. However, some notable soy boy YouTubers have started boycotts against Project Hail Mary, not only for the comments by its writer, but also given the fact that this set of comments was made during a stream with The Critical Drinker, which that previous YouTuber describes as a notable chud. Now, at the end of the day, there's been apologies issued. The Project Hail Mary writer has said that they went too far with their comments about Starfleet Academy and its creator Alex Kurtzman. No. But how did we get to this point?
I mean, look at this smug little retard. Look at him. He looks like jealousy. Literally. I mean, what did he do that people loved? I don't know anything. I know a lot of things that people hate. Like everything Star Trek that he touched. But I don't even know what he did before. Never heard of this guy before he ruined Star Trek.
About Starfleet Academy and its creator Alex Kurtzman. But how did we get to this point? Well, let's begin with the most recent set of news involving Starfleet Academy, which is going to end with its second season. It has been canceled. The second season was already in production, so they're just finishing.
I think that's the shortest one of every Star Trek show ever. 2 seasons. Think I've never heard of any Star Trek show having less. And I've watched the Star Trek Enterprise show from the 2000s was bad, but this is a whole nother level. This is even worse than Star Trek Discovery. And that will say something, because Star Trek Discovery, I watched the movie, the first 2 episodes, and in the third episode, after 15 minutes, I stopped because I couldn't take it anymore. That's how bad that shit was. And I have watched TNG season 1 and 2, and I had no actual problems with that. But Star Trek Discovery, yeah, I stopped
that off. And for anyone who's been paying attention to this show right here, this is not surprising at all. This is the modern audience slop that we've been dealing with. It is a show that was far more interested in virtue signaling, inserting a modern agenda, and owning the chuds than it was actually producing entertaining content and achieving positive ratings. But
well, yeah.
The sort of blame coming from the shills of the show who will do anything to defend it, they're not doing anything about the creators, the actors. They're not to blame. It's everyone else, including right-wingers, MAGA, anti-woke people. They're blaming everyone but the show itself.
By the way, just so you know how stupid the show is, in a trailer, they had the scene where one girl said that she swallowed her communicator. That's how stupid this show is. That's how stupid this is. Because I can guarantee you, they would never let someone that's so low IQ into Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Never. Way too stupid.
Because, well, no one watched. But that's not surprising. This show appealed to the modern audience, and that's exactly what they got. And that is demonstrated by this petition. The modern audience is out in full force with 25,000 signatures on this petition to get a third season of Starfleet Academy. To give you an idea,
no one wants this.
The Acolyte received around 100,000 signatures. Despite being a very successful and relevant franchise for literally decades, Star Trek and Starfleet Academy...
Oh, he meant Star Wars, the Acolyte. Oh, I remember that thing. Yes, it was horrible too.
Only produced 25,000 for this petition. I mean, that just shows you...
That just shows you that all the actual Star Trek fans, they don't watch this. No one watched this. With the exception of, shills that pretend. That I think more people that made content about this show watch it than actual people. I would be surprised about that.
How bad things are. Now, you would think this is a learning lesson for those involved with Starfleet Academy.
No, because if these people would be able to learn, to be able to learn, you have to have intelligence, which those people don't have.
We did
And by the way, look how bad this looks. You can very obviously see that this is, AI. Because I can guarantee you, no one handmade this. This is all AI. I can guarantee you 100%.
Too much ham-fisted agenda pushing. Maybe we should stop trying to own the chuds and actually produce stuff that people enjoy. No lessons were learned. In fact, the most recent headline comes from this, where an actor for the project came out and said that they want to make the second season gay as F and to go out in flames, promising to make his character even louder and more annoying when it comes to representation. Yup.
Yeah. And then he wonders why no one watches stuff with him in. Oh, this is, by the way, how you ruin your career. And, For the ones who aren't Star Trek fans, the Klingons, as far as I know, with an exception of original Trek, from the 60s, were always played by black people. As far as I know. If you look at the Star Trek shows and movies, they're always black people, which I think is great. Yeah, you have these tall black dudes. They're perfect to play Klingons. They're perfect, and funny thing, they do great jobs. Who could have guessed that good actors are good at playing roles in movies and shows? You know?
They are going with own the chuds. They literally learn nothing. They will never learn, and this show is going to be a laughing stock once again. But you know what? People like myself,
just like everything new in Star Trek is bad. Everything. Just like in Star Wars, everything new is just Dreck. What they in Germany call Dreck, which means dirt. It's that bad.
We're not complaining. If they're going to go through with this second season, at least make it some content for us to farm, you know?
Yes, exactly.
But of course, more blaming is taking place, even from actors like Robert Picardo, blaming the show getting canceled on a lack of advertising, which is very rich when it comes to an IP like Star Trek. That is the advertising. Being an IP of Star Trek is an advertisement.
Yes. Back in the day, if you had a new Star Trek show come out, the fact that a new Star Trek show comes out was the advertisement, because everyone was curious. Every Star Trek fan wanted to watch that. Everyone. Now, it didn't mean it would succeed, because people watch it and then they decide, is it good or not? And for example, Star Trek Enterprise from the 2000s, that got cancelled. I don't know after how many seasons. I think 4 or 5, because it wasn't as good as what came before. Now, don't get me wrong, some episodes in that show are really good. They are really good, but overall the show is just not up to par. Why? Because the show had an overarching arc. Can you say that way? Doesn't matter. And that was a temporal Cold War. Who wants that? No one. That is the one thing that I really hate about that show, and which makes it unwatchable for me. Temporal time travel. I hate time travel. Whenever I see an episode about time travel in a show, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be bad, because time travel just ruins everything. It does. I hate it. I truly hate it. I want nothing to do with that. It's dog shit.
As long as you go out there and produce something decent, it will have some legs. But in this case, they cared more about virtue signaling than producing entertainment, and while they're paying for it. So while Picardo is...
Let me actually show you. Let me show you. 5, 8 months. We go with this one.
The Starfleet Academy trailer starts now.
Caleb.
Number 1. Oh, CGI. And it's not even good one. And by the way, why does this look like that? This looks like the saucer of a spaceship with impulse engines. Why is that a building? Don't come to me with, oh, that's where they are training to fly a ship. Okay. Why is that there? Why? They literally have holodecks. If it plays after, everything what we have seen before, because holodecks, they exist since TNG. So they literally don't need that thing. And also it looks bad because it's bad CGI.
What's that one? Right there. Right there. One day, when we have our own ship, we are going to go visit Earth. That's right.
Bye-bye, Mommy!
I love you! I'm so sorry.
You hold on to how much you hate me right now, kid. It'll keep you warm at night.
Find him!
What even is this? This is literally... If you would take out all the Star Trek and this is just some random sci-fi movie or show.
Caleb, I've been looking for you every single day for the last 15 years. Come with me
Who?
to Starfleet Academy. The Federation
We don't even know who these characters are.
will help you find your mother.
That thing is taking us to the school?
That is the school.
Being a
Oh no. He made the oh my god, I'm in a comedy face. Yeah, this is the face of someone that's in a comedy, not in a serious movie or show or whatever.
Being a cadet in Starfleet Academy means being open to the people around you.
I say sometimes I feel invisible, but mostly awkward.
Let's go! Show me you're worthy of this uniform!
I want to be captain. I need to be captain.
Why?
Finally, you're right.
Why? Nothing that was said in this trailer so far creates any intrigue into anything. And everything I see is just some random stuff that's put in there to look sci-fi. It's literally it. It's everything here is just there to look sci-fi.
The center of the universe, or you're nothing.
A warrior does not let a friend face danger alone.
I've spent my whole life getting away from stuff.
Wait. Look at this teeth. That's not the teeth of a Klingon. All Klingons so far had up teeth. All of them. Why doesn't he? Because I would guess that's a racial thing, that the teeth look how they look. So why not with him?
I've spent my whole life getting away from stuff, letting someone in. It's hard.
If I lose control, I can hurt people.
Doesn't scare me.
It's so dumb.
I'll owe you something. It is coming with a big red bow just for you.
Is anybody listening?
Man, why does everything have to be a full-on lesson in this place?
Because it's a school, Caleb.
Why does she why does this adult act like a child? Why? Oh right, bad writing.
It's time for you to stop telling the story. Be a part of it.
It didn't show what I wanted to show, but it was still bad. Let's see, maybe this one. Great, this trailer is now super loud. Great, of course.
And so, we begin.
Why does this city look like a dystopian city from basically Blade Runner? Basically that. They stopped using the artistry of Star Trek and they use the style of other movies. Oh my god. How not to make anything Star Trek.
I'm Captain Nala Ake, Chancellor of Starfleet Academy. We're all the first Academy class to return to our campus in San Francisco after more than 120 years. Some of you are here for your family.
Wait. After what? What? What did she say?
Of Starfleet Academy. We're all the first Academy class to return to our campus in San Francisco after more than 120 years.
Wait. What timeline is this? When was this? What's going after 120 years? The first one's after 120 years? What is going on?
Some of you are here for your families, some for yourselves. Together, you are the best and the brightest from across the galaxy.
And now the comedic cutout.
A tapestry that is Starfleet. You will learn the skills that shaped our greatest officers. Like them, we'll ask you to give more of yourselves than you knew you had. To dream without limitations. Whatever challenges came before today led you to this moment. You here now. You weave together the future. So go out and seek, explore, boldly go where no one has gone before.
Oh, shut up.
It is my great honor to welcome you all to Starfleet Academy.
So... what I'm getting out of this? Oh my god, look at the likes to dislikes. Oh my god. They have 10 times more dislikes than likes. Which is not surprising. Not surprising at all. So what I get out of all of this is that this is just some school comedy that is put into Star Trek without anything having to do with actual Star Trek. Okay, I get it. Now I understand the fundamental concept of this show. We all do.
Blaming the show getting canceled on a lack of advertising, the Project Hail Mary author has a different theory, saying modern Star Trek, including Starfleet Academy and its producer, are creating garbage. Yes, plain and simple and very blunt, but he's right. I think anybody looking at this objectively realizes this author has a point, and the numbers are backing it up. Now, of course, let's pause for a second and talk about Project Hail Mary. This released about a week and a half ago. I had the pleasure of watching it. I would highly recommend it. It was a great experience and one that I think pretty much anybody can enjoy. And
to be fair, this poster alone makes it more appealing than Star Trek, Star Academy, which is not hard.
The numbers are really proving that. It's already grossed over 300 million globally. It's doing really, really well. And, well, they're getting a lot of favors from everyone involved, including Ryan Gosling, who told fans it's not their job to save movie theaters. Hollywood needs to make movies worth seeing, which is a very refreshing thing to hear.
And he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. What was the last movie that came out in theaters that you wanted to watch? Just saying.
From an actor. This has been received very well by people who are like, wow, this looks like accountability. Actors and people involved in these movies saying, we need to produce something good to fill up theaters. It's not our job to save theaters. We just need to make movies worth seeing in the first place.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely right. Now let's focus on Andy Weir, who is the writer of Project Hail Mary. And, he definitely has a chip on his shoulder when it comes to Star Trek. Apparently, he pitched a Star Trek show to Paramount. And he was there with the showrunners and spent a lot of time talking with executive producer Alex Kurtzman. But, well, it didn't really work out. And his pitch was not accepted, and his attitude was, well, F him. Now, this comment would get a lot of controversy, especially given the fact that related comments were shared in a collaboration with The Critical Drinker, who has really gone mainstream because of this collaboration. And during it, the Project Hail Mary author said that the modern Star Trek shows, including Starfleet Academy and its producer, are garbage.
And he's right. He's right. If no one wants to watch it, that means it's bad. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. I've watched all episodes of TNG. I've watched all episodes, as far as I know, of DS9 and Voyager. You see where I'm going? 3 Star Trek shows where I've seen all the episodes. And yes, I didn't watch original Star Trek, and I didn't watch all the episodes of Star Trek Enterprise from 2000, because no. I can't get into the original, and this Enterprise thing from the 2000s is it's not as good as the other 3 shows. It's that simple. It's that simple. And I have told you earlier, I have watched Star Trek Discovery. The movie from the beginning of the show, the 2-episoder, and then 15 minutes of the 3rd episode. I couldn't take it anymore. It was that bad. It was literally that bad. I can't believe that people actually watched more of that. And I also can't believe that that show actually went all the way from the beginning to the end. I don't think they made any money with that thing. And by the way, Star Trek is losing money for ages. Since Star Trek Discovery, no TV stations want to show it. No toy makers want to make toys of that stuff. So where's the money coming from? Nowhere. The same goes with Star Wars. The new Star Wars doesn't make money. But at least not enough money that it's profitable. Why? Because it's bad. It's just bad. People don't want to spend money on bad things.
And, well, that received overwhelming support for the honesty and for, well, speaking what a lot of people think is the truth. And if you look at these things objectively, yeah, he's right. And a lot of people in Hollywood are afraid to make any statements like this, but he is stating the obvious. Modern Star Trek, including Starfleet Academy, is garbage, and the ratings back that up. But some people are not happy about this, including Matt Jarbo, who, as I learn more about, he seems to be more and more of a lolcow that people have been farming for quite some time. But he had a lot to say, saying, I cannot in good conscience support Project Hail Mary after Andy Weir went on a stream with noted Chud critical drinker.
The moment you hear someone or read someone using this word, you can discard everything they say, because they are stupid. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. They're just stupid. This guy is just stupid.
For years, this man has tried to destroy everything that you guys stand for, and to give him a pass like that is a bridge too far. Holy.
The critical drinker never tried to destroy anything. Ever. And where the hell should I position myself? Let's go over here. He never tried to destroy anything. He just pointed out things that are there. It's not his fault that everything you guys here make is trash. It's not his fault. I mean, there's the reason all the past 2-3 Terminator movies failed. They were financially not successful because they are bad. Personally, I only consider the first 2 Terminator movies actual, Terminator movies. They are the only ones that count. They are the only ones that are good. Everything else in the franchise is bad. When, maybe with the exception of Terminator, I think it's Salvation. Yeah, we are literally in the war or in the beginning of the war. I don't remember. With Christian Bale playing John Connor. That movie. If that movie would not have been a Terminator movie, I think people would like it more. Because the movie itself is actually good. It's just as a Terminator movie, it's not that great. You get what I mean? Because if it is a Terminator movie, people go into that movie with expectations, which are not met. But it's an actual good movie. You should watch it, rewatch it, and don't watch it as a Terminator movie. It's way better that way.
Holy soy. The soy levels are off the charts, ladies and gentlemen. This guy unironically called Critical Drinker a noted chud. That is crazy work. On top of that, he's trying to say that Critical Drinker is responsible for destroying everything these people stand for. I mean, I'm glad you speak on behalf of all these people in the industry, but Matt Jarbo here would go on to explain his comments, and they're just as bad as it looks right here.
What I'm going to say is going to definitely not win me any friends, and I don't really care about that at this particular point in time, but I have to talk to you guys about Project Hail Mary and, well, my reasoning for not going to see it in theaters.
He says that he doesn't care because he thinks he is on the right side of history and he's a good guy, which he isn't. He's just a stupid person that doesn't understand how things work. That's simple.
Theaters, and my reasoning for telling you to not also go and see it in theaters. And if you have gone and seen it, don't go see it again. Okay. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Matt, what the hell? Why are you talking about this? This movie is amazing. I've heard nothing but good.
Why would he say don't see it again? Almost no one ever goes and sees a movie more than once in theaters. Because it's really expensive. This guy is really stupid, isn't he?
Things, how could it possibly be something worth boycotting and not seeing in the best possible screen available? And that, of course, has everything to do with this. So Andy Weir, the writer of the book as well as The Martian, went on a podcast with Will Jordan, aka The Critical Drinker, to yuck it up about science fiction, fantasy, YouTube, and everything else in between. And I just find that is a step too far. Will Jordan, Critical Drinker, and his acolytes are people who want to see Hollywood destroyed in order to then push their own manosphere message. If you listen...
What? That's retarded. Man, you are so stupid. No, they don't want to see Hollywood destroyed so they can push their ideology. They want to see it destroyed because it's stupid. They make trash that's not worth consuming. Man, you're really, really stupid, man. You're really, really stupid. It's not about just destroying Hollywood. It's about destroying things that are bad, just bad. I mean, that's why you don't hear them say the same thing about, anime. Because anime is actually good. Unlike the trash that's coming out of Hollywood. Pedophile Paradise, aka Hollywood. Man, you're really stupid.
Listen to things that he says, he very much, winks and dog whistles to his audience in very sexist, bigoted, discriminatory, misogynistic, sexist, I think I already said that, ways.
Who here wants to bet he tried to fuck his mother? Man, people like that.
In order to make sure that his audience is always angry about something.
It's truly fascinating that people like Matt Jarbo will just voluntarily share these awful opinions for people like myself to farm for content, because it's really that simple. I mean, this is an insane effort trying to start a boycott against Project Hail Mary because Andy Weir went on a stream with noted chud critical drinker. Like, it is absolutely one of the funniest things I have seen. But looking at this tweet, it's got to be a humiliation fetish at this point. I mean, look at this. 325,000 views on this tweet, 100 likes, and over 12.
Wow. That's bad. That's bad. Even my videos do better.
1,200 replies. Over 12 times as many replies as likes, and all of them are dunking on this guy. Here's just a few, right? Is this a parody post? Are you being serious right now? Are you using chud unironically? Someone tell me this is a meme. I don't know who this guy is. Posted 20 hours ago, only has 11 likes with 19,000 followers. I don't think any more needs to be said. Matt Jarbo is a little bee. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. They are bodying you in the comments, and you deserve it. They live rent-free in your head, don't they? How will they ever recover from this? The Rock of Shame doesn't need likes. The Rock of Shame just sits here to tell you that it is smarter than you.
That's good.
This last one right here, didn't know who you are, so I had to ask Grok who you are and why I should care about your opinion. You're going to need to DoorDash some cream for this burn, where Grok, an AI system, literally says you probably shouldn't when asked whether or not you should care about this guy's opinion. I mean, it's absolutely insane. But this guy is also someone who quoted this: Star Trek is more full of social justice and progressive politics than a lot of other sci-fi. It chooses to have a world where money isn't an issue, where religion is something that is not important, and people actually work for the betterment of each other. And this post asks, does he know what he's talking about? Well, no. People in the chat, does Matt Jarbo know what he's talking about here? Whether you're a Star Trek fan or not, please comment below if this guy knows what he's talking about when it comes to Star Trek. But of course,
the reason he's saying that is mostly because he sees himself like that he is working for the betterment of, the human race, which he isn't. He isn't doing anything that's wrong for them. Oh boy, here it comes. Something more stupid, I guess.
Some more trouble was a brewing here. There's another angle to all this, where the author Don Winslow hit back at Project Hail Mary's author, Andy Weir, saying this: congrats on the success of Project Hail Mary and The Martian. I'm a real fan. But when you have your moment, don't use it to crap on other writers' work. I disagree. I think this should happen more often. I think anyone involved with Starfleet Academy should be shamed. I think they should be put on blast for fumbling an IP like that, because they thought it was more important to virtue signal and to own the chud, so to speak, than it was to not only respect the IP, but to make something entertaining out of it. They completely dropped the ball. But we got sort of a bad twist.
Star Trek has not put out anything actually good in over 20 years. Oh god. Oh god. I wanna go back in time and warn everyone. But I will get put into an asylum.
here, where Andy Weir has apologized to Alex Kurtzman over these Star Trek remarks, basically saying it came off as more mean-spirited than he had hoped, which, again, I disagree with apologizing here. I think he did
never apologize.
nothing wrong.
You should never apologize to these creatures. Never. Because they leech off on that stuff. And then they come hard at you to destroy you.
And I think he was speaking on behalf of probably any sane person looking at the situation. And I think this sort of interaction that he started should be a more common one. We should not have to coddle these people driving IPs into the ground because they care more about the modern agenda or their own personal politics. But of course, we see Nerdrotic here quoting the related post, saying, "You guys talk crap about each other all the time. More of it needs to be made public. Bring shame back to Hollywood. Starfleet Academy should be embarrassing for all involved, from the Paramount management down to the catering." A live stream of a Spock action figure was watched by more live concurrent viewers than Starfleet Academy's premiere on YouTube. No one who worked on this show should be allowed to write and produce a grocery list.
Damn. Is that actually true? I mean, I'm both things. Is the show is that garbage on on YouTube? Is it? It doesn't look like it. Maybe I have to do this? No. No. Okay, can't find it. So it doesn't exist. We just go with that. We just go with it doesn't exist.
And I cannot disagree with anything that was said here. That is how bad Starfleet Academy was, and we should not be, again, coddling these people who produced absolute slop. Yeah. This was a very great headline. It has a little asterisk next to it now because he has apologized, but he was not wrong. Andy Weir was not wrong for making these comments. I think they're very agreeable on their face to begin with, and I think that this is a pattern of behavior and accountability that should be more active. We should not be pretending that something like Starfleet Academy is a respectable show. Anybody involved should be accountable. And if they want to blame right-wingers or a lack of advertising, they should be shamed even further. And I can't wait for the second season to come out where there'll be more attention from people making fun of it than positive attention towards the show. They've made that very clear. The actors have made that very clear. They're going to be as woke as possible. Bring it on. Your show is canceled. At least make entertainment out of it. I mean, we know you guys are not capable of creating entertainment in a positive way, so at least make something entertainment for people like myself and others to make fun of. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys
see you next time. Yes. Good video. Oh my god. Yeah, I agree with him. I mean, there hasn't been anything good Star Trek in 20 years. I mean, you can argue that the Star Trek movies were good, but they weren't. They're just... I mean, one person said that very well. They were just Star Wars movies with the skin of Star Trek. And it's right. And I think that was the second movie where they just copied the Wrath of Khan. They literally just copied that shit. So yeah, it's worthless. Worthless movies. I would never want to watch them again. Now, old Star Trek movies, yeah, of course. Yeah. Because they were actually good. It's actually Star Trek. Yes. Thank you. with kisses. I mean, I have to say, I have watched Star Trek the first time. I was so young, I didn't even understand what's going on. I remember very, very well that when I was in elementary school the entire time, I couldn't differentiate between Star Trek and Star Wars. That all was the same for me. It's all way, space, spaceships, battles. Ooh, yeah. You know, elementary schoolers. And then when I actually started watching TNG when I was in that age, old enough to understand things, I started to see the difference. And then, yeah, I liked both. Who could have guessed? But yeah, I don't like anything Star Trek that came out in the past 20 years. It's just bad. It's just bad. I'd rather do anything else than watch that. I mean it literally. I'd rather go outside and pick up trash so the area doesn't look so horrible than watch that. Everyone has more out of that. Everyone. Okay. Man, that really got me. All right, Babylon 5, way better than everything Star Trek in the past 20 years. Love that show. There is apparently a new version coming from the original creator. So I'm looking forward to that.